This section of the policy discusses the Iredell County Personnel Ordinance, Article 3, Recruitment and Selection. Iredell County is committed to not discriminating based on race, religion, color, creed, national origin, sex, age, political affiliation, genetic information, or disability conditions. This policy will be achieved by announcing all position vacancies and selecting the most qualified applicants for the positions. When posting vacancies, all positions will be posted for a minimum of 7 working days. We may advertise positions within the department where the vacancy occurs, within all county departments, or we may expand the advertising to our website, the local Employment Security Commission, newspapers, etc. It depends on the individual needs of the department with the vacancy. Current employees are required to complete an application for any positions which you may be interested in. The application must be completed before the end of the closing date of the vacancy. The application must also be submitted directly to Human Resources in order to be considered. For future reference, we're working towards completing applications online. More information on this subject will be communicated in the very near future. As mentioned earlier, management strives to fill all positions with the most qualified and most suitable applicants for the positions, whether the applicant needs reasonable accommodations or not. Before a commitment is made to an applicant, the department head is responsible for submitting all paperwork as it relates to the filling of the position to the Human Resources Department. Once the director reviews to ensure that the most qualified and most suited applicant has been selected, the final hiring process begins. If you apply for a position that requires the operation of a vehicle for county work, the Human Resources Department will check your driving record history. Please note the Sheriff's Office and the Register of Deeds have full authority to hire within their own departments. New employees shall undergo a drug test, driving record check, criminal background investigation, and any other verifications deemed necessary. Employees who are promoted are subject to a criminal background check, and employees promoted from a non-safety sensitive position to a safety sensitive position shall be subject to a drug test. Probationary period of employment was briefly discussed in Article 2, the Pay and Position Classification Plan. To expand on that subject, a new hire or a promoted employee will be required to serve a probationary period of no less than 6 months and no more than 9 months. At the end of that probationary period, an evaluation will be completed to determine if the employee has successfully completed the probationary period. New hires who are in their probationary period will not have a right to file a grievance for failure to meet the standards of the job, which may result in a demotion, transfer, or termination. However, an employee who is serving a probationary period due to a promotion shall have appeal rights in accordance to the grievance policy. Candidates for promotion will be chosen on the basis of overall qualifications. Vacancies shall be filled as far as practicable by promoting employees. Information that will be considered when determining the most qualified candidate for a promotion are past work records, education, knowledge of the job, and time with the county. Employees in a probationary period may not be promoted without county manager approval. If work performance or conduct is unsatisfactory, an employee may be demoted. The employee will be provided written notice citing the effective date of the demotion, reasons for the demotion, and their appeal rights. Procedures in the separation and disciplinary action policy must be followed when demoting an employee. Sometimes employees choose to laterally transfer to another position for various reasons. To request a transfer, you should submit a written request along with an application to the Human Resources Department during the recruitment period. Any employee successfully completing a probationary period may be transferred to a similar position without having to serve another probationary period. There are situations where employees are forced to transfer, whether it be due to work performance, to prevent a layoff, or based on the needs of the department. If you are required by management to transfer to a position which you are not satisfied with, you may appeal that action in accordance to the grievance policy, which will be discussed in a later section. This concludes the overview of Article 3, Recruitment and Selection of the Iredell County Personnel Ordinance. Please note, this presentation is not all-inclusive, and it is your responsibility to review the policy in its entirety. The policy may be located under Employee Self-Service. Thank you.